Introduction. Why truth feels hidden. In every era, there have been whispers, fragments of information that hint at a reality just beyond the surface. History books tell one story, news headlines tell another, and personal experiences tell something else entirely. The phrase, "the truth they don't want you to know," carries a magnetic pull because it implies that somewhere, behind closed doors, decisions are made that shape the world without your knowledge or consent. But here's the thing. Much of this hidden truth isn't locked in vaults or encrypted in secret files. It exists in plain sight, disguised as normal, buried under distraction, or wrapped in carefully chosen words. Today, we'll explore why truth gets hidden, how to recognize it, and why finding it might be the most important thing you ever do. The nature of hidden truth. Truth isn't always suppressed in dramatic, cinematic ways. Often it's hidden through omission, misdirection, and complexity. When you flood people with half-truths, technical jargon, or contradictory data, the result is confusion, and in confusion, the real story can be buried. There are three main ways truth gets obscured. Distraction, filling your attention with entertainment, scandals, and noise so you don't notice the big moves happening in the background. Misdirection, giving partial facts that point you toward a conclusion that benefits someone else's agenda. Overload, releasing so much information that you can't tell which pieces matter. Who benefits from you not knowing? The uncomfortable question is, who gains when you remain unaware? In politics, lack of awareness means less resistance to laws or policies. In business, it means consumers who don't question pricing, quality, or ethical practices. In society, it means citizens who accept norms without realizing they were shaped for convenience, not fairness. The truth they don't want you to know is rarely about one giant conspiracy. It's often about small, calculated advantages repeated over time. 3. The psychology of withholding truth. Humans are wired to seek comfort over discomfort. When a truth is unsettling, those in power sometimes choose to protect others from it or protect themselves from backlash. This protection can become paternalistic, where decision-makers decide what's best for you to know, assuming you wouldn't understand or handle the full picture. Over time, these patterns create a gap. The official story versus the actual story. Real-world examples. Health wellness. Decades ago, major industries hid evidence linking products to serious health risks because profits outweighed public well-being. Finance. Economic crashes often have early warning signs, but those benefiting from the bubble keep the optimism alive until the last possible moment. Technology. Data privacy violations are often downplayed until public outrage forces transparency. These examples aren't ancient history, they're happening now. How to recognize when truth is being hidden. Watch for patterns of avoidance. If answers are vague, constantly delayed, or overly complicated, it's a sign. Compare multiple sources. A single narrative is easier to control. When you see different angles, the picture becomes clearer. Follow the incentives. Ask yourself who stands to gain or lose from you knowing the full truth. Look at the timing. Major announcements often drop when the public is distracted by other big events. Why the truth matters. When you know the truth, you reclaim power to make informed decisions, to resist manipulation, and to demand accountability. The truth isn't always comfortable, but ignorance always costs more in the long run. Unseen truths can shape your finances, your freedoms, your health, and your future without you even realizing it. Your role in uncovering it. The truth is not handed to you, you must seek it. That means asking uncomfortable questions, reading beyond headlines, and resisting the temptation to settle for easy answers. It's not about becoming paranoid, but about becoming aware. Conclusion. The choice you face. The truth they don't want you to know isn't just a catchy phrase, it's a challenge. It's the challenge to look deeper, to think critically, and to take responsibility for the information you consume. Because once you see the truth, you can't unsee it. And that's when you stop being a passive participant and start being an active force in your own story.